Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and maybe our pitchers are back online. We are taking on the Nationals again today. Played a tough 2-1 game yesterday, but we did come out on top. Regular guys back in the lineup again. That, might have been related to why the game was a little tighter than usual. But it was a win nonetheless. I know we win a lot, but these are games against the bottom teams in the league are ones we really do expect to win. So as you can see, Joey is back, as is Tom. Tom and Marvin getting a little extra time off, seeing as there's not somebody covering two positions there, like in the outfield when Quentin is both corner outfielders or Sweeney is both corner infielders. Stitch on the mound. Like I said, that off day might have gotten our pitching rotation back like it should be. Robinson Cano at the plate, and he will look at strike one to open the game. Stitch comes back with the curveball that gets a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Goes with the changeup. It will miss a little bit outside. Cano does not go chase it. Does swing and miss at this changeup for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Delman Young to the plate. First pitch is too low. And the next one's too high. 2-0. Stitch winds. He will throw a changeup that gets called for a strike. He will follow that up with a slider that gets swung on and missed. And then a called strike three on the fastball, down and away a little bit. It's still in the zone. I'm not saying it was a bad call, but just trying to describe where it was. Ultimate nearly hit by a curveball. Swings and misses at a slider. That was in a lot the same pitch for strike three against Young. Swings and misses at a curveball to make it 1-2. Fastball down the middle, and an ultimate can't catch up with it. That will end the top of the first inning. No hits, no runs. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. The Nationals look to have their same lineup in. Tena, I'm not sure how he pronounces it, on the mound. I don't believe we have seen him. So I guess we'll find out whenever he comes to bat how he pronounces that. First pitch, Kester puts into left field, and that will be a leadoff single. Should say, assuming he comes up to bat, we might treat him like we did Elder with the Brewers, and he'll never make it out of this inning. Marvin at the plate, he'll take a strike. He is batting left-handed. Kester takes off, and that's not looking good, and he is called out. Good throw by Estrada. And yeah, Kester pretty clearly out there. So Marvin with an 0-2 count, and now the bases are empty. And he hits up the middle for a base hit. Might have been nice to have a runner on for that. 1 on, 1 out. Chief at the plate. And Chief will look at strike one on a cutter. And then that cutter is too low. Tena throws a regular fastball and does not get the call. And a swing and a miss on a slider. 2-2. Ground ball towards the middle. Lopez gets a hold of this one, and it will turn into a double play. Mark that one down, 6-4-3. So the Squirrels with 2 hits, actually, but still go down in order. Nick Johnson is going to come to the plate for the Nationals to start the second. First pitch to Johnson is fouled back. Tom can't catch up to that. He never had a prayer. Didn't get that far into the air. Then a ground ball to second. Kester throws it over for the first out of the inning. Zimmerman at the plate. So we've mostly kept him in check. He did hit at least one home run when we were in Washington. Maybe even 2, but I know 1 for absolute certain. This at-bat, though, is going to be a ground ball to third, and he will not beat out the throw. 2 away. Corey Patterson at the plate. He had a couple hits yesterday. Might have scored the 1 run. I can't remember now. Anyway, has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Make it 2-1. That fastball seemed to sail a little bit. Stitch comes back with a curveball that's fouled back. 2-2. And a called strike 3 on a fastball. That will end the top of the second. Still scoreless. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning where Terry will lead things off. Man, for some reason the top of my foot is just on fire. I might have to find some lotion here in a bit. Terry at the plate. He will look at strike 1. Then this should be a base hit into left field. It sure is. Or right field, rather. Sorry. So that will bring Frank to the plate. 1 on, nobody out, and he swings and misses at an opening curveball. Bounces this one. A bit of a high hop. Terry does not get to second, but there is no throw to first. So 1 on, 1 out for Tom now. First pitch is called a strike. This one's hit through the right side of the infield. Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I've got pop-ups all over here. Okay. Runners on first and second. Zach at the plate. Only 1 out, but he has an 0-2 count. That curveball misses. 1-2. Will this get fair? No, just foul down the right field line. This is definitely fair. That's going to get into center field. Frank on his way home, and he will make it there. 1-0 Squirrels lead here in the second. Joey at the plate, still only 1 out. Runners on first and second. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a strike. Joey into center field. That'll get down for a hit. Tom on his way. A better chance for Patterson. And he will cut Tom down at the plate. Stitch at the plate. The Squirrels still only up 1-0. Now there are 2 outs and runners on first and second. Stitch will get a base hit into left. Zach's going to give it a try. Throw comes home from Young, and Zach is in there to score the second run of the game. Close play, but Squirrels get the call this time. Kester with the line drive. This will easily score a run. Things falling apart quickly here for Washington. It's now 3-0 Squirrels. Marvin at the plate, still runners on first and second. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch just misses inside. Marvin smacks this one, but right to Johnson at first. That ends the inning, but the Squirrels plate 3 to take the 3-0 lead. The Nationals will start off with Johnny Estrada in the third. First pitch to Estrada is a fastball for strike 1. Followed up by another fastball. This one swung on and missed. 0-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, and it's popped up behind second base. Kester goes back and makes the grab in shallow center. Felipe Lopez at the plate now. 1 away, bases empty. This is ground through the right side of the infield. That'll be the first national base runner this game. Tenna, apparently. So just like antenna. Tenna at the plate to try to make up for some of the damage in the bottom of the second. Has a 1-1 count. Stitch checks over on first. And that fastball's too high. 2-1. Goes with a changeup that gets a swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Another changeup, swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away. We're back to the top of the order. Cano struck out the first time up. One of 5 strikeouts for Stitch, first time through the order. This pitch, though, out of the zone. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-1. driven into foul territory in left field. Lands right at the base of the wall. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Squirrels leading 3-0. Although Washington does now have a hit. Chief is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Chief hit into a double play in his first at-bat. Watches that first pitch hit the dirt. That is followed up by strike 1. Tenna gets a swing and a miss on a curveball to make it 1-2. And that curveball in the dirt. 2-2 now. Hits this one, but right to Johnson over at first. 1 out. That will bring Terry to the plate. He will look at strike 1. Then hits this one right to Lopez. 2 away. I guess it wasn't right to Lopez, but fairly routine play. Frank at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on base, and he will look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And then hits this one into left field for a base hit. That brings Tom to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. He's going to get a base hit in this at-bat as well into right center. Frank on his way to third, and he will make it there easily. Runners on the corners. Zach at the plate. 2 away. Zach did eventually get a hit, I'm fairly sure. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat, and Tenna not anywhere close and starting to wipe his brow. Tells me he's about done. Does get this one over for a strike. Zach taking all the way. This one fouled straight back. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on first will take off, and Zach will hit it right to Zimmerman at third. So Squirrels threaten but do not score, so still a 3-0 Indianapolis lead. Delman Young will lead things off for the Nationals in the 4th. Young struck out in his first at-bat, and he will look at strike 1 here. This changeup misses inside. Gets a swing and a miss to make it 1-2. And a soft line drive towards short. Joey makes the grab. Ultimate also struck out. I did not realize he struck out the side in the first inning. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch popped way up in the air by the mound. Stitch is waiting on it. Joey stands right by him, but Stitch does make the catch. That'll bring Nick Johnson to the plate. Ground out in his first at-bat. Watches a ball down low and to start off this at-bat. There's a fastball for a strike. A little up in the zone. Swings and misses at the changeup. And that changeup bounces in. We've got a 2-2 count. Line drive, that'll get through into center field. Solid single there for Johnson. That'll bring Zimmerman to the plate. Hit a ground ball, I believe, to third. A bit of a high hop in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses for strike 3, and that will end the top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Squirrels. We go to the bottom half where Joey will lead things off. First pitch to Joey is fouled away down the left field line. Tenna's got to be about out of gas here as much as he's been wiping his brow. That pitch not particularly close. This one's right down the middle and Joey lets it go by. That could have been his first career homer, I think. This one sails 2-2. Misses inside. We got a full count to start this inning. Joey will foul it away. We'll try again. Fouled away again. Tennant looks like he's going to be done after this batter. Joey has really worked him hard here. Joey eventually draws the walk. That will get Washington to go to their bullpen. They will find Colomé. I feel like we've seen him in every game we have played against the Nationals. But here we go, once again. First pitch is down and away. Now Stitch is showing bunt, and he fouls it away. 1-1, runner on first. We're still bunting. This one is going to be foul as well. Still bunting. Pulls it back, and the pitch is inside. Puts the bat back out there. Keeps it out, and that's going to be a foul ball for strike 3. So 1 down, runner on first. Kester, do believe, has gotten a hit in both at-bats today. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Puts this one into right field for yet another base hit. 3 for 3 on the day. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch is called a strike. Into left field, Young should have it. And he does. Runners will go back to their bases. So 2 down, 2 on. Chief at the plate has a called strike. Oh, my wife's calling me. This is going to be an out to first. They'll have to pause the game here. We'll go into the 5th inning, a 3-0 Squirrels lead. Corey Patterson will be up at the plate in just a moment. So I will pause here and be right back. Should be quick on your end. Okay, here we go again. Have to reorient myself here. It took a little bit longer than I thought, though I'm sure you guys didn't really see much of a change. We got Corey Patterson, who is going to line out to Kester. 1 down, Estrada, at the plate. And he will look at strike 1. Estrada, I know he made an out last time, I thought. Yeah, he didn't get the hit. He's going to line out to Kester as well. 2 away, that'll bring Felipe Lopez. Yeah, he's the one that got the hit. That's right. Lopez swings and misses at a fastball over the outside corner. Grounds this one to Joey. And that will be it for the top of the 5th. 3-0, Squirrels lead. Terry will come up to the plate in the bottom half of the inning. Colomé stays out there to pitch. I do wonder if he will be pinch hit for after this inning. First pitch is a strike over the inside corner. I don't think Terry was in love with the call. That looked like the same pitch, but was not called a strike. That was an even worse pitch that was called a strike. Well, what do I know? 1-2. Fouled away. It's going to get to the, well, at least the dugout. Maybe it was the seats. First or second row, maybe. This is line to second. Cano fields it on a short hop. Throws it to first for the first out. Frank at the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings at a high fastball. Don't think that would have been a strike. A little bit of a little league play there. And swings and misses at what was effectively a changeup. 2 away. Tom at the plate. He is 2 for 2 so far with a couple singles. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And puts this one into center field for his 3rd hit of the day. So, Zach at the plate. He is 1 for 2 so far, though got his hit in his first at-bat, part of that 3-run second inning. Lines this one right to Lopez at short, and that will end the 5th. So we'll go into the 6th inning. Still a 3-0 Squirrels lead. The pitcher spot due up for the Nationals. Colome's already pitched a couple innings, but he's going to get to hit. I don't know how many at-bats it is, but he has not gotten a hit yet, and this will not change here with the soft liner to Terry. Robinson Cano struck out twice today. Stitch only added 2 strikeouts the second time through the order, gives him 7 on the day. I'd say 2 of those have been Cano, and Cano in a big hole in this at-bat. Lines this one. It's still an out, but at least he got some bat on the ball. 2 away. Delman Young is also 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out. Looks at strike 1. Grounds this one to third. Chief will throw over. Not a great throw, but Terry is able to get back to the bag in time. So still a 3-0 Squirrels lead as we go into the bottom of the 6th. I guess I want to pinch hit here. Been on the road. I got to get used to making the home changes now. Joey at the plate. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one into left field, and it will get down for a base hit. Who do I want to send to the plate? Let's go with Miyake. So I think by average, he is our best pinch hitter this year. Or at least best bench guy. I guess they haven't all been pinch hits, but regardless, plus the handedness works out nice. Not that I really care that much about that. Never have. First pitch is inside. Second pitch down and out. That one, and Colome just has no interest here. Does finally throw a strike. Miyake takes all the way. Swings and misses at that to make it a full count. And then puts this one into left field for another base hit. Runners on first and second with nobody out and the top of the order back up. And he's going to do a bunt. I think that was supposed to be for a base hit, but we'll call it a sacrifice. He's tagged out, puts runners on second and third with 1 out. Marvin at the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. Grounds this one to second, throw goes home, and it is in time. Cut down at the plate, I do believe that was Joey, who is not the fastest guy in the world. Not the slowest guy on the team, but certainly not the fastest either. So the Nationals save a run, and there are now 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Chief. Colome heavily wiping his brow. Oh, popped up right at the plate for Chief. Nationals are going to get out of what looked to be a big inning with nothing. Pretty good Houdini act there. So, Ultimate's going to come to the plate for the Nationals to open up the 7th inning. We are going to get Johnston, and I guess he'll go into Chief's spot. We'll let Miyake play third for an inning. Then we'll figure it out from there, as we are in a safe situation right now. All right. Ultimate 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out and flown out. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at a sinker for strike 2. And that is a bit outside. Ultimate lets it go. Fastball that's ground through the left side of the infield for a leadoff single. Think that would have been out of Chiefs range as well. Don't think putting Miyake there made a difference. Johnson at the plate looks at strike 1. He does have a hit today, and he will have 2 hits now as he puts that one through the left side of the infield as well. Johnston having a little bit of trouble here as Ryan Zimmerman comes to the plate. Don't believe he has gotten a hit today as he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at a sinker for 0-2. And this one is fouled away. Fastball fouled back. Still 0-2. Tries a backdoor slurve but doesn't get it. 1-2 now. Gets a slurve in the dirt. That one does get Zimmerman to swing. And that is the first out of the inning. Big strikeout for Johnston, though not out of the woods yet. Corey Patterson swings and misses at a slurve. That's 4 slurves in a row here, and Patterson misses again. and goes with the sinker that gets a swing and a miss. 2 outs now. Johnny Estrada at the plate. That's all that's between Johnston and a quote-unquote clean inning, though he's not going to get it. That's a base hit into center. That will score a run. So 3-1 now. Runners on the corners. The Nationals are going to pinch run for both of their guys on base. Felipe Lopez at the plate with 2 outs. Johnston gets the call on a high slurve. Somebody took off running, and they are going to get there, even with a strong arm, although Johnston is not a hard thrower. That might have been a stolen base more on Johnston than it was Martinez, or Tom is still back there, sorry. So runners on second and third. Doesn't matter. Felipe Lopez strikes out swinging. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. 3-1 Squirrels lead. Terry will lead off on the other side. Right. So some defensive changes. Suzuki's going to come in to pitch. I think that's Dimitri Young. I don't know. I lost it after that. So you'll have to go back and pause that if you want the defensive changes. Colome's still in the game. They probably want to get him through this inning so they can pinch hit for him, but we'll see. Terry starts it off with a 1-pitch single. Brings Frank to the plate, who is going to ground to first. Young to short, back to first, not in time. That'll bring Tom to the plate. He's 3 for 3 on the day. Swings and misses at a fastball. This one's outside, 1-1. That's going to be another base hit for Tom. He's been on fire today, 4 for 4. He thought about making it into a double, but he'll settle for his 4th single of the day. That brings Zach to the plate. Runners on the corners with 1 out, and that is up the middle for another base hit and another Squirrels run. 4-1. We're back to a 3-run lead, and that will be it for Colome. We're going to put in Sweeney. All right, Joey at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Got a couple singles sandwiched around a walk. First pitch, it wasn't a great call, but it's called a strike. And a ground ball. This looks like a double play, and it sure is. 4-6-3. But the Squirrels do plate another run. I think I want to put, well, all right, they're going to pinch hit. Lord's going to come in to hit, although that might change their mind when we go to Hermida. So I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to end up putting Miyake at second is my plan right now. There we go. That's what we're going to do. So Joey comes out of the game. Kester's going to slide over to play short. Sweeney will come into, where Johnston was, into Chief's spot. He's going to play third, and then Miyake will go over and play second. Lord is going to hit against Hermida, and he will start off with the ball down and out. There's a fastball that's swung on and missed. Hit towards short. Kester grabs that one on the fly. 1 away. Kurt Suzuki at the plate now. He hits this one back to Hermida. He throws to first, no problem. 2 away. Delman Young. We have both D Youngs in the game. This one is Delman. First pitch out of the zone, as is the second, to make it 2-0. Swing and a miss on a curveball makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss on another curveball to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 4-1 Squirrels lead, and Miyake is going to lead off the inning. Boy, look at those hits. I didn't realize. 17-5. Lord is going to stay in the game and play left field. Rander Beard, if they do it right, should have come into that number 2 spot in the lineup, which would make sense for the double switch, but the game is not always great about doing that, so we'll see how that works out later, maybe. First pitch to Miyake is too high. Miyake is 1 for 1 today, as he looks at a strike. Down in the zone, we'll say. Swings and misses, that would at least look like a strike. 1-2. Hits this one back towards the middle. Lopez fields it and does not get it over in time. That's an infield hit for Miyake. Kester 3 for 3. The game did give him a sacrifice on that bunt. Fouls this pitch away down the left field line. So 3 singles and a sac bunt. This is going to be his 4th hit of the day into center field. Miyake is going to third, and he will make it there. Runners on the corners for Marvin. And this pitch gets away, so that's going to let a run score, and it is no longer a save situation. Kester also moved up to second, and with that pitch, Marvin has a 1-1 count. Grounds this one to third. Kester is going to have to go back, throw to first. 1 away. Sweeney with his first at-bat of the game. So just not having his normal year. Watches that pitch go outside. This pitch catches the outside corner. There's a called strike. 1-2. Another called strike for strike 3. 2 down. Terry at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. And that's into center field, and it will stay up for the out for Patterson to make the grab. So the Nationals are down by 4 now. Ultimate's going to lead things off. And we are going to... Zap's actually fairly well rested, so he'll get to go in. Terry made that last out, so let's put Martinez in here, and he'll actually go catch. Tom will move to first. All right, Ultimate got a hit in his last at-bat. Zap will start him off with a fastball outside. This one's too high, 2-0. This one is over the plate, and it's fouled back to make it 2-1. Into left field. Frank's not going to get there, but he's able to keep it at a single at least. That is a very deep part of the field. If it had gotten by him, that would have been a disaster. Dimitri Young at the plate with his first at-bat. Looks at a strike. This one misses outside, maybe a tad high as well. And this one gets away from Martinez. That's going to move the runner up to second. So runner now in scoring position. Swing and a miss makes it a 2-2 count. Zap fires in another fastball, but it misses down and in. Full count. Tries again with the changeup and gets the swing and a miss. 1 down. Ryan Zimmerman at the plate. He will start off with a strike up in the zone. Breaking ball also up in the zone, looked at for strike 2. Then a changeup that's fouled away. Still 0-2, runner on second. 1 out. Another changeup gets a swing and a miss. 1 out away now. Corey Patterson is that last hope for the Nationals. And he watches the breaking ball down and away. Change up. It's popped up. Miyake under it. And he drops it. E4. And that does let the Nationals score a run, so it would technically be a score. It's not because Zapp made his own situation, but if we were to change pitchers, it would be a save. Runner on first. There's 2 outs on Lopez for his first at-bat. 2 strikes, but he looks at strike 3 for the 3rd out, and that will end the ball game. So your final score today, Washington Nationals 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 5. Now, honestly, that one, usually I say that one is closer than the score shows. This one I feel like is the other way around. The Squirrels feel like left a lot of opportunities out there today, but obviously they scored enough. Wonder if Miyake's time at second base will make the highlight reel here. Nope, just right to the strikeout. Zach's going to be your player of the game for driving in that first run. Or the winning run, anyway. However the game decides that. Anyhow, thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got one more with Washington tomorrow. We will see you then.